What's up, guys, and welcome to this week's episode of How Not to Summon a Dungeon Master. Previously on Justice League, A New Era.
Inside the bag are 2 guns and the information on certain people's locations of known villains and people of notoriety in Gotham.
I'm literally...
Can I see you through it?
Yeah.
I'll call to you.
Yeah.
Thank you for the information. And I'll laser the entire infinite treadmill.
And I'll take control of Superman.
Bro, they went to the Fortress of Solitude and the communications went out. So they don't know what the fuck's going on.
I've just realised why you didn't fucking actually want to go help those 30 children. Because
No, really?
Yeah.
It's just the wind breaking around it is all you hear.
Right, and then I'll turn
as
back.
it gets to Sonic.
I'll turn back to Constantine. Now we fight.
This is a good previously.
So we're in the middle of combat. It is your turn.
Again. Woo! Yay.
Dead.
You miss.
I'm outside currently.
Yeah. And you've just seen Doom leap through the Hall of Justice roof.
If you remember, it takes like
Trying.
a 24 to hit a Superman.
Yeah.
It takes
Well,
a
this is
lot.
gonna
Actually,
suck.
probably more than that, wasn't it? It was like 28 or something,
This
wasn't it?
is a Black Lantern Superman.
I am behind him, so his back is to me.
Who?
Superman. If I come through the doors, his back will be to me.
Yeah, he's looking at the tower. At the Hall of Justice,
I
sorry.
thought it was inside.
No,
up in
Doom
the air.
threw him out. This was literally 5 minutes ago.
Oh, sorry.
Doom threw him out, and Doom
Yeah.
has leaped after him. You've
Right.
got the rest of the team kind of ready, but they can't do anything while the fight is in the air. Terry
Actually, Blue Beetle can.
Terry and Blue Beetle can take the fight to him.
And the chains can.
He
Yeah.
can try and get that
Yeah.
far up.
Right, what I'm going to do is shoot an arrow.
Okay, this distance, I want you to do it at disadvantage.
Yeah. 22.
A 22.
I did get 27, but I remembered you said disadvantage.
Disadvantage for the distance, yeah. So you miss, not wildly.
No.
Superman is just that fast.
Yeah.
An arrow at that speed, he sees it like dust moving.
Yeah.
It's so slow to him.
Have I got my wings?
No, not in the new
Not
Rumble
in the
suit.
Rumble suit. Right, okay.
That was a tawny feature. So it is the team's turn after you. Mm-hmm. Terry kind of looks at everyone. Right. And you see him pull the mask over and extend his arms out, and the wings come out, rockets from his feet, and just shoot straight up. It's going to take his turn to get to him, though. He's behind Doom. Doom just, you see him pull one fist back as he gets to him, and wildly misses with a 1.
Yeah.
What natural
A
one?
natural 1.
Is he
must
going to
be
injure
scary.
himself?
Superman just literally grabs him, uses the momentum, spins him around, and throws him back into Metropolis. Hits the tower, the Hall of Justice, and just busts the roof open and lands in the training room. This place is crumbling. The rest of them can't really do anything. Superman just sees Terry flying up, looks at him,
Just get out.
and just bolts.
Who bolts?
Superman towards Terry.
Right, but you've still got Blue Beetle and that
Yeah.
to still go, so that's fine.
Blue Beetle, Sky, suit on,
Yeah.
and you see the Beetle extend around her, puts both hands together in this huge cannon kind of forms. It's fucking extremes with this. And a very clean fucking blast hits Superman and just knocks him off his axis.
God.
Natural 20, I'm guessing.
Nat 20.
You've done natural 20, 1
So
natural
it's-
20.
It's been a 11, 12, 11, 13, 1, 20. It is your go. The rest of them can't do anything. There's
No.
nothing they can do. While the fight is in the air,
And
they're
Constantine
useless.
can't do anything.
He can't fly, he's
No.
got no powers, nothing.
No.
He's taught to the dead, travel
Yeah.
between planes,
And shoot a gun.
and shoot a gun, yeah.
That's a man that I can get behind.
Okay. Has he got a gun on him?
No. He does have a weapon.
It's the spear.
The Spear of Jericho.
And what does that do?
You don't know.
Fuck. Constantine, what does your spear do?
I've only just got it back, love.
Can it help us in this fight?
I can kill gods.
Well, he's the closest thing we've got.
I feel like
Right.
is like,
Getting back down here.
the shades.
And you see him pull it out of his jacket, and it's only like 45 centimeters long.
Yeah.
And it does a little twirl, grips, and it extends to a full-size spear. This thing is ornate. It's silver with this like gold laced runes all over it, with this big spear at one end.
Yeah.
But it's not a spear head, it just goes to a point like a javelin kind of shape.
LeChains, get him.
We
need him down here now.
And you see him kind of
Yeah.
rolling his wrists.
Don't forget he's at disadvantage.
Yeah, I know.
Have
Sorry.
an energy drink.
I'm not against you. It's
You
just,
are, though. You're sitting there on the other side of the
So he did roll well. He rolled an 18, then an 11. So he shoots, and they just don't reach. They just fall short.
Where's Blue Beetle?
Literally stood there, cannon hands, just fired.
But is it a one-time thing, or has she got to keep it?
It's a one-time thing, yeah.
Right. Blue Beetle, get him up there.
It's not her turn.
No, but that's what I'm saying in my turn.
It's actually yours.
I can't lift him.
I know you can't lift him, but you've got actions and stuff you can do.
get him on your shoulders.
Is there any cars or anything around?
Outside, probably.
I thought we were outside.
You're outside, they're not. They're inside. They're in the Hall of Justice. You ran out,
I thought you said
Pawnee.
Superman was out here.
He is out here.
He's
Right.
out the roof.
Yeah, he's in the sky above
Yeah.
Metropolis.
Yeah.
There in the room, you've got Joom, who's just been thrown back into the Hall of Justice. You've
Yeah.
got Blue Beetle, who's just fired out to the roof of the Hall of Justice.
Right. So, yeah, I want Blue Beetle to get LeChains as high as she can,
Right.
to chuck him up,
Right.
What?
or Doom to chuck him up. Doom would be better. Doom to chuck him up so his chains can reach higher.
Okay.
He's
That's
a
your
man.
That's my
turn.
plan.
Goodbye,
Yeah,
LeChain.
We hardly knew you.
that's my plan.
So,
Wait
yeah,
for this.
Joom wastes no time with doors. He just bolts through the walls, and they just crumble around him.
I did not agree to this.
Looks at LeChains, and he goes, just nods,
Yeah,
and throws him.
yeah. That's what happens in superhero movies.
LeChains can't fly.
Since this is a team
No,
up,
but he'll have the chains. And
I've
when
got
he pulls
an
down,
idea. Don't
if
worry.
he misses,
I've got an idea. Don't worry. So,
risk of having
since this is a team up, this is going to be at advantage.
yeah,
Since it's two people working together.
Doom can catch him.
18, nice. LeChains actually grabs Superman,
Yeah.
and when he goes to tug, nothing happens
Yeah.
because he's only as strong as a human.
Yes.
So, Terry sees what's happening, and you see him bolt straight down after being fucking knocked around,
Yeah.
and just grabs LeChains and yanks, and Superman comes tumbling down. You can see the servos in Terry's arms start to crack,
Yeah, I do.
and Superman comes flying down into the car park and just makes this hole in the floor.
Constantine, now.
So Constantine just nods and all right, and just comes running out, and you see him leap with his javelin straight up.
He's gonna get caught.
this is when Superman.
This is a 5.
This is when you give away the spear of
I'll
Jericho.
use my inspiration
and-
point.
Yeah. Can I give you my inspiration point?
Yeah,
It's for your reroll, not the DM's reroll.
No.
I'm
it's
giving
for
him.
a teammate though. I
Teammate.
guess.
I'm giving mine.
Oh
away.
yeah, okay, for a teammate. Yeah, makes sense.
It's a 17.
That is why I told
And
you.
you Constantine just lands with his spear and it digs into him, and you see the black around just kind of try and protect him, and it breaks through Superman and hits concrete, and then Constantine gets up and he pulls out a piece of chalk. He goes, I'm going to need a minute. And starts drawing on the floor.
Hold him.
It is your go.
Right. Blue Beetle. Batman. LeChains. Everybody. Just everybody.
You got Deathstroke there as well.
That's why I said everybody, because I
Yeah.
couldn't remember.
Hang on.
Hold him down.
Okay.
Well, be prepared.
Again, teamwork, so I'll do it at advantage.
You've broken through. Talk to him.
So it's
The ring's not off him, though.
No, but it's
an 18.
Yeah.
Because it was at advantage, teamwork. And you see Terry just grab one arm and he's pushing down, and his boosters from his feet are like pinning him down. June just gets on top of him and stretches the other arm out in like an arm lock.
One of you get the ring off.
June's got that hand.
June, get the ring off.
Okay, and he starts pulling.
Yep.
Talk to him.
Talk to him.
You've got the talking to him.
I'm not there.
You need something to break his thingy, and that was the point of Lois Lane.
Yeah.
She's not there.
She's not there.
She's
'cause we
preparing
can't-
for
We haven't got any comms.
a news report
You
at a
talk
funeral.
to him about Lois.
Yeah, she'd be on her way to
I
coffin.
could talk to him about Lois, but I'm stood at the top of that because if I get killed, because I'm just human, I only have arrows.
So's Bruce.
So's
So's Deathstroke. So's
LeShane's.
LeShane's. They're just human.
Oh, okay, fuck it, I'll go down then.
Terry.
Terry, yeah, he's just human.
They're all just human.
Just really
There's only
strong.
June here that isn't.
You're only human,
Yeah.
after all.
And June's only half Kryptonian.
Right,
Yeah.
I'll go down then.
Yeah, so Superman's strengths.
So he is mentally
Yeah.
strong. And with
Yeah.
the help of a Black Lantern,
Right.
fucking
Whilst
mentally strong.
Doom is trying to get the ring off, I'll start talking to Superman.
Okay.
Do you remember Lois?
He just grits his teeth.
She misses you. She all she wants is to see you happy and alive. If we could get this ring off, she'll be able to say goodbye to you properly.
So give me a presence roll.
Anybody want to give me their inspiration?
Yeah, you can have mine.
Thank you.
You've used it.
No, I gave mine away instead.
Oh.
Yeah, Fran used hers.
You've got 2.
Yeah, but I'm not there.
14.
14.
I feel like if my character's not part of the scene. I
So
shouldn't-
the blackness in his
inspiration.
eyes flicker and then go back.
Yeah.
And he just grits his teeth. It is his go.
Right, okay.
And you see one arm with Terry on just come up and grab him by the suit and just throw him. And Terry just tumbles into the side of the building, putting up a hole in it where he just falls through it and lands in the hall. Mm-hmm. It's the team's go.
Yep.
For holding him down. That's a 3. So
But the
With his
stick
free
is still in him.
yeah, so he gets his other hand with Doom on it, and you can see him struggling. But he manages to kick, and Blue Beetle just tumbles, not far, just literally tumbles off him. It's your go.
Arrow through his arm that Terry was on.
Okay. You're just going to stab it through? You're going to hope that goes through Kryptonian skin?
I didn't think of that.
You do have something on you.
What do I have on me?
She doesn't have the kryptonite.
He has it.
She does have the kryptonite bullet she took from Humphrey's.
Does have the
house.
bullet from Humphrey's
But you've
house.
got you have got no mechanism to fire it from. That's the only issue.
And you've got Doom.
And you've got Doom, which would be like
Which
firing
would,
it out
the
of
minute,
a bullet.
The minute you get that out, even being in the presence of it would weaken Doom as well as him.
Oh, okay, can't do that then.
You can. It doesn't kill them. It
No,
just
but it's going to
makes
weaken
them
Doom,
ill.
who's on the other arm
Yeah,
that I
That's-
need
that's an issue.
holding down.
Unless you find a gun to
and
fire
also,
it.
he's the one trying to get the ring off. So I need him fully, how he is. Right, so we still got Lashane's on one leg. And Doom on the other. And the stick inside.
No, Doom's on an arm.
That's what I meant, sorry.
LeChain's is on one leg. Blue Beetle's just been thrown off the
Yeah,
other. So
and
he's
the-
got a leg and an arm free.
And the stick is through
Yeah,
him.
and the Spear of Jericho is through him.
Right, I'm just
And
gonna
John's frantically drawing on the floor.
Yeah, he's
right. I'm just
drawing
going to
runes
keep
on the
talking
floor.
to him about Lois, and trying to say about because I would know that he is because we've been there. The farm place that he lived on. I can't remember what it's called.
Kent Farm.
Kent
Ken
Farm. Small.
Yeah. So I'll start talking to him about that. And do you remember living on the farm with your parents and growing up there? And Lois finally getting to see it.
So give me another presence roll.
You could also say that she was there.
Yeah.
Briefly.
15.
They got her out of there, didn't
15.
they?
So you see it shake his head a bit, and the white come back, and he looks around, and then June starts to pull, and that ring shifts a bit, and then the blackness takes control again.
Still my go or not now?
You've got an action. You haven't done anything. You've spoken. You've got
Can
movement
I
and action.
try hold down his arm?
You can if you want.
Yeah, I'm going to try that.
Okay, so give me a strength check, I guess.
Top of,
Oh, I've got an exoskeleton.
it's,
Oh,
the,
yeah.
Does that help?
it's the top of your sheet, your strength.
Yeah, no, I know. I
Yeah.
just was thinking of anything that could add on to it.
Your exoskeleton is your out armor,
Yeah, okay.
the suit.
Oh, I've got enhanced strength. Yay! No!
What was that?
That one.
A nat 1.
Fucks.
Guess who's breaking free?
Well, no, it'll probably be me. 'Cause
Sorry.
So you go to grab the arm,
yeah.
And he grabs
and
you.
he just clocks you. Give me your defensive roll. This will be your toughness. No, your parry. Sorry. No, toughness. Parry's
My
for melee. Your-
DC for that is 14.
yeah, you're tough. Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh. So he's already beat it, so you've now got to do your toughness plus a d20.
Oh my god, I hate this dice.
You chose it.
I did. That was a 2.
Two. So
that was 10.
This is
Goodbye.
going to be pretty. He just punches. You feel ribs break,
Yeah.
and you just go flying
Yeah.
until you just hit something, a building,
Yeah.
more breaks, and you just drop
Brilliant.
Unconscious?
unconscious.
It was going well.
It was going well.
And then you rolled.
And he might leave this fight with the Spear of Jericho as well.
You never know, Constantine might fall through.
Let's hope so.
Constantine did. Finishes
There you
the
go.
circle.
Yeah.
There you go.
Just before he draws the final rune, he tells them all to get the fuck off him.
Yeah.
They leave, and he puts the last line in the rune, and the circle lights up. Superman is stuck. He's not defeated. The black ring is still on him, but he's stuck in that circle. For now. Out of combat. What are you two up to?
I make my way to Arkham.
On the way, you hear the mics, your earpiece, fizz and pop, screech, and then go off.
There's not much I can do already now. I proceed. Over to Arkham Island.
Yeah.
I make my way to the front door of Arkham.
Greg's there.
Good.
So there's a guard at the door. You'd have a relationship with him, I imagine. As you would have brought people here just through your own volition.
Yep.
And he looks at you, gives you the nod, and buzzes you through.
Thank you.
And you walk over the bridge to Arkham, through the big gates into the reception area. This place is quite run down. A lot of money has been spent here, but it's all tech based.
And to keep people
keep them in, rather than being able to break out.
Good.
The Wayne Foundation has made sure people in here stay in here.
Good. So that's what I like to hear.
So there's a young woman at the reception in a uniform with the Arkham logo on the chest. They look a bit like scrubs, what nurses would wear, in a skirty uniform,
Yep.
like a nurse. Mr. Noir.
Cheryl?
It's been a while.
Yes, it has.
You never called.
You never called me back.
I was going with Cheryl.
Cheryl, we've been through this.
Don't try and tie me down, woman. I'm here to do a check with all that's been going on currently. I need to check the defences are up to date and solid.
When she looks down, everything's green.
Have you checked ventilation? There's an error with it, as far as I understand. There's potentially an issue.
It would have been flagged upon the system. Everything's running as should.
Can I check?
It's against protocol, but if the Batman trusts you, I suppose I trust you.
You can come with if you like.
I'll send an orderly.
No, that's fine. Thank you, Cheryl.
And buzzes you through, and one gate opens. And this is like a middle room, so it's a 2-gate system. Stepping in.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you step in, and the gate closes behind you, locks, and then the next one opens.
Like an airlock.
Cool.
Yeah. So it's not... The gate can't open and people can just run. There's always a...
Oh, yeah, there's a
stop.
double lock system.
Yeah. And a older gentleman is on the other side. Mr. Noir, you
Kevin?
visiting someone in particular?
No. I'm here to have a check-up on the systems. I've had information come through that the ventilation system may be messed with.
We haven't had any reports of such.
I just asked Cheryl if I could check.
By all means, I'll take you to security.
Thank you.
And he walks you to the left, down a corridor, and up some stairs and into a security room. It's got monitors on either side and a big window at the front. If you look through the window, you can see into
All the cells?
all the cells.
So this is a security hub, right?
This is the security hub.
Thank you.
As you can see, that everything's fine, and there's 2 security guards sat in here watching the monitors.
May I just check the cells? From the cameras.
Yeah, so you can have a look.
Do I spot them all?
Yeah, they're all in their cells.
Good.
There's a few actual mental patients in here as well. Not supers or anything like that, not villains.
Fair.
Just normal lunatics.
One of you security guards. Can you take me to the ventilation system?
I suppose.
Thank you.
And he looks at the other one. Watch my post for a minute.
I'll leave my bag here.
Yeah. And he walks you out, and you head towards the roof.
As I leave my bag, can I flick something inside the bag, please?
Yeah, okay.
Thank you very much.
And he walks you to the roof and opens the door on there, and it's the kind of aircon and everything.
So I would know the distance, right, between the two?
Yeah.
How long would it be?
It's about a 2-minute walk.
Cool.
At a very casual pace.
There's a 2-minute 30 timer on what I just ticked.
It's a bomb.
No. Similar. But you'll get it.
He opens up
EMP.
he opens up the door, and shows you the aircon room and all running fine.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Cool. Anthony. I'm making different names.
You are making. I'm rolling with them. It's fine.
Cool.
Keep going.
Anthony, how's the wife?
Yeah, she's very well, thank you. Kids just started high school.
That's good. I'll just check this ventilation system. Just keep guard for me, just in case.
Yeah, and he turns around and just
Cool.
stands by the door.
I want to do a karate chop style knockout.
Okay, give me an attack.
You know what
roll.
I'm thinking.
Give me an judo chop.
You know what I'm thinking, right? Just a proper fucking... I don't think this will be that difficult, considering he's completely fucking off guard. Woo! Fucking hell. That's a 12 plus what?
Be unarmed.
That's a 26.
A 26. So I would say this isn't going to be as simple as a judo chop. I would say you kind of hit him in the back of the knee, so he goes to his knees and then just whack his head into the wall.
No,
Out
fair.
cold.
Fair. Sorry, Anthony. I'll pay for the bills later. As that happens, I look at my thing. I'm guessing I'll probably have about 20 seconds.
This is your scenario. Yep.
It's fine. 20, less than that probably. I'll wait. Ticks. As soon as it ticks to 0, I will then pull out 2 of the canisters, or the canister bag that I just had with me, the satchel sort of thing, from underneath my jacket. Pull them out, pull them, shove them into the ventilation
Are
system.
these like smoke?
Sleep pellets,
Okay.
sleep gas.
Okay.
I would like, inside the security room, the sleep gas pellets that I had inside the bag to go off
Okay.
and to kick in.
So we'll do a roll
Yeah,
for
that's
the
fun.
2 in the room. This is probably going to be a survival roll on their end, not
Toughness?
you. And that's only a 6. So yeah,
Cool.
they doze off.
Cool. I'll feed them straight into the ventilation system for the entire Arkham Asylum. And I will hold off for the 5 minutes that I would imagine it would take for anybody at all to fucking fall asleep from sleep gas pellets. And then from underneath my jacket, the mask goes on. And I go
The
inside.
Rorschach mask.
No. The gas mask.
Yeah.
And I'll make my way into the security room, I'm guessing. Oh, yeah, no, that's what I'm going to do, basically. I take the information that I need. I take his swimming system
Lanyard.
swipe
Yeah, yeah.
card. I would say like a
It's a
swipe
swipe
card.
card. Yeah, it'd be a
Thought
swipe
so.
card thing, yeah.
I'll swipe into the security main hub. I'll walk in there. I'll check the guard rooms, and I'll open up the doors to get into the main Arkham area.
Okay.
I would imagine the place is filled with goddamn gas by
Yeah,
this
it
point.
will be, yeah.
And I'll open... I would imagine they'll have this. Because
Each
of...
cell's got its own individual
I was about to say...
thing, so you don't have to open all
I'll
once.
I would have noted the fucking cells that they're in. So I will give you some numbers. Fuck it. Might as well. So I'll give you Bane's in number 2.
Yeah.
Clayface is in number 12.
I'm going to rely on your notes here, so I don't have to make them.
Riddler's in number 7. Mr. Freeze wasn't in there, was he?
Mr. Freeze, yes, he's in
Yeah,
our
he
Yeah,
is,
he
but
was.
he's in our fridge.
He'll be in a fridge.
Yeah, I would
Which
imagine
means-
his is especially...
Yeah, sleep
This is
won't
a cold
work in there. It's
storage
cold
thing
storage.
that pumps nitrous.
Yeah, he'll have his
fun.
own
Freezer.
supply because it has to be.
It
like,
pumps nitrogen in there, doesn't it, or
negative.
something? Yeah.
below level.
Yeah, it has to be
So
below
I'll
zero.
put below level.
I'm just going by my knowledge at the end of the Batman movie when he's in that cell
has
and
to
it's
be stored
they
in-
pump it with
Yeah.
nitrogen.
Sandman was in there, wasn't he?
Yes.
No, Clayface, sorry.
No, that's
Clayface.
fine.
Sandman is Spider-Man.
No,
Clayface is
Marvel.
That's my fault, that one. So I've marked them, and I flick the numbers for those ones for their serving hatches. And then I pick up the bag, the duffel bag, and I walk along the gantry.
So you've opened their feeding kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I open up the duffel bag, set my last flick of my watch for a 2-minute timer. And then I just start stuffing the dynamite ones that I had for each of these cells. Dynamite like stick pieces, like C4 style,
Yeah.
straight in them. And then slam them up shut again.
Are you just giving them dynamite, or are you setting them off?
I've set there's timers on them basically,
Right.
so as I go along, that one 5 minutes, that one 4 minutes.
Yeah.
This one
so they all
3
go off at the
minutes.
same time.
Yep.
Right.
And then Mr. Freeze, who's below level, I've left him a nice little one as well. He gets a thermite one instead.
Right. Are you killing them?
Yes,
Okay. Just so I know.
this is my Trinity project.
Yep.
This is to end it. There's no problem if there are any of them left. And then I go below level, and I'll basically kick in his one and just shoving it in.
Yeah.
And I'll leave a minute on that one. Enjoy. And I'll slam it shut. And I'll get out.
Okay. So I'm going to do a survival roll for only 2 of them.
I know which ones you're doing for a survival.
Bane.
Mm-hmm.
Because
Okay.
Bane might be able to tank a bomb.
Yep.
So you walk out, and as you walk...
Cheryl will be there.
Is Clayface... Can he be destroyed by a bomb? I mean, is he even, like... solid?
We'll get to that.
I was gonna
we'll never know.
say.
We'll never know.
We'll never know. We'll never know.
I know, but you guys will never know.
Okay.
It'll
Would that not
just-
blow the door off of their
will
unit
blow
as well?
The whole
So if they...
fucking room.
I was going to say, so if they survive, they're out.
They're out of their cell, but not
Okay.
out of
Oh, okay, that's fair enough.
Arkham.
Okay.
They'd get into the kind of
Main
central mainy, because they're not allowed out for rec time or anything. They're only allowed in the middle, and that's sealed off as well.
By the time they're out, they'll just hit the sleep smoke.
Yep.
Anyway. and
Yeah,
fall asleep.
yeah, I imagine.
Well, no, the air ducts would be for them as well.
Yeah.
So,
so they're probably
they're
asleep
either
too.
they're either asleep or so dozy by this point that good luck.
Yeah. Okay.
So you walk over the bridge.
I'll walk out the front door where I would imagine Cheryl's probably
Freaking out.
asleep.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I'll take her out the front and lay her out the front.
Okay. Walk across the bridge. Get to the guard post.
Yep.
Minnie just gives you a little nod.
And give him a
walk
little
out.
one as well.
And as you step through, just one big bang,
Yep.
and you walk away. So we'll jump to the fortress. You'd have about half an hour before you realise comms had gone off. So it's just you and Owlman here. What would you like to do?
Well, I assumed that he wanted to collect some bits from here,
Yes, he did. Yeah.
hence why he mentioned it. So I'll just leave him to it. I'll leave Owlman to collect his stuff.
Yeah. Give him open access to the fortress.
Yeah, I'll just
It's
I'll
not
give him
yours
access.
anyway.
No, I'll give him open access. I'll let him grab whatever he needs from here. I'm sure there's more kryptonite laying around and stuff. So if he wants to help himself, he can. Yeah, basically just give him access and stuff.
Okay. And just leave him to it.
Yeah.
Cool. Where are you going now?
Well, after he's finished.
Yeah. So I would say it took you a bit of while to get there. Dropped him off, let him in. Had a little chat with him about whatever you want to talk to him about,
Yeah.
and leave him free reign. Probably mid conversation with him, your comm would have gone down.
Yes.
You can do.
I'm just thinking
Yeah.
2 steps ahead.
Yeah.
Because I feel like that would be something that we'd be pottering around doing and discussing and.
Yeah. So yeah, he'll make a he's going to make essentially from Batman's old armors and everything,
Yeah.
one for himself,
Okay.
made of Kryptonian metal
Oh, wow. Okay.
for him,
Right.
so he
Yeah.
can go up against the Superman.
So
here.
he's now in an Owlman Kryptonian armor.
He's going to make one. Yeah, he's going to attempt to make one.
There you go.
That's his plan.
He's
so
wearing Kryptonian armor now.
So he will be
Owlman.
when he's done.
Sweet.
So he
where-
can stand his own.
So he's essentially a armored Batman, but an Owlman.
Cool.
So he can stand up to the Kryptonian.
Yeah. Pat around, chat with him, get that ready. And then I guess we can't boom tube, so I'm like, right, well,
Yeah.
I guess I'll
You would
I'll
notice the boom
pick
tubes don't
Owlman
work.
up in my arms, and we'll fly back to the Hall of Justice.
He's going to need a bit of time to make this.
Oh, okay.
So
Oh, I'll just tell him I'll meet him later.
Yeah, he can get out of here. You know he
Is
can.
it canny? It's
Yeah.
the North Pole.
You know he can.
Oh, okay,
He's
that's
our
fine.
man.
Okay. Yeah, I'll fly back to the Hall of Justice.
Yeah. So we'll you're heading back to Hall of Justice.
Yeah, I'll hoss it though.
Just
So,
hoss it.
it won't take me long. 64,000.
No, not at all.
We're good.
So this is the point where you would try the boom tube.
So I will go back to the same Dropbox area. Sorry, Dropbox. I'll put the stuff in that
back.
same in the same place, back down the alleyway, and then I will try and boom tube.
Yeah, and it doesn't work.
I look at the timer. I'd probably say what, an hour's gone.
About an hour.
Yeah. Better hurry up. Ring goes on
Yeah.
straight out the top, but I've kept the file and my guns in my undercoat
Yeah.
and everything like that.
And where are you going?
DD Twins.
Okay. So you land in a very bad neighborhood in Gotham. Very bad neighborhood in Gotham.
But I will do it somewhere that I've already marked that has no CCTV cameras, has all the information basically blacked out already. I know where I'm going with this whole thing.
Yeah. You want to keep...
My profile low.
Yeah.
I don't want people to know where I've landed, what's happened, and how quickly. Ring comes off, goes straight back in. And I would imagine the setting that I have is like they're like high-rise apartment sort of
Yeah,
things in like grungy fucking back alleys and shit like
it
that.
will be.
And I look up and I see,
Like the worst part of New York you could imagine.
yeah,
Graffiti everywhere, bins, rubbish. Crime is just happening.
yeah.
And no one gives a fuck.
Ring comes off, I look up, and I would imagine I already know exactly which one their apartment
window it
is.
which fire escape would come out the back.
I'll make my way into the building.
Yeah. And you can just walk in.
I'm gonna.
No one gives a fuck.
I'll walk all the way up to the apartment. I know which apartment it is. And I'll knock.
Yeah. And you hear two voices that sound eerily identical from the other side. Like, the fuck is that? Shut up and answer the door. And you can hear them kind of look through the peephole. When they get to the door, you can then walk to it and assume that.
Can I hear that? Can I?
Yeah, you can hear them walk up to the door. Yeah.
What's happening? I'm gonna love this. I'm gonna lock, stock, and two smoking barrels this shit.
Right.
I've got my hands in my pockets with the fucking guns literally pointed that way towards the door.
Right.
And as they go to fucking open the door, I'm gonna fire and kick the door.
Through the door.
Yep.
Yeah.
And kick
okay,
the fucking
so give
door
me
down.
an attack roll for the guns.
Cool. I'm dealing with it. Told you I was dealing with the fucking problems. 10 plus
I mean, they weren't a problem.
14. 24.
24.
Yeah, leaving the dead bodies of all the villains around with black rings flying around could be a problem.
That is a problem.
But cool.
Yeah, and two shots go off,
Fair.
and you hear two thuds hit the floor.
Cool. I'll kick the door in.
Yeah, give me a strength check to do that. An attack, if you want.
Cool. No, another 10 plus unarmed, so yeah, 24 again.
Yeah, so shit part of the neighborhood.
Kick the door
This
down.
door just gives, and it budges, and then it hits something on the other side.
Cool.
Probably them.
That's fair. I'll open it up.
Yeah, and it takes a bit of effort to do so, like full shoulder and push, and
Yep.
you can hear this like sliding on the other side of the floor, and blood starts pooling around.
Yep.
And there are 2 40-year-old women on the floor.
Cool.
Blonde, who are just, their eyes are wide open, staring blankly.
Both dead?
Both dead.
Cool. I'm not making a mistake on this one. Pull the trigger again, double tack.
Yeah, no roll for that.
Cool.
They're not moving or anything.
And the next thing, it's a dodgy neighborhood. I will take the bodies, put them out of the window into the street,
Right.
and throw one of my thermite grenades on them.
Okay.
I've had to adapt my fucking thing for exactly what you were on about.
So these 2 bodies kind of thud and hit the floor.
Cool.
No one bats an eyelid. It's Gotham.
Cool.
And then the thermite just and sets everything around it on fire.
Fair.
About 20 seconds later, you hear sirens.
Cool. I'm walking back down my alleyway.
Mm-hmm.
And there's another one. I pretty much get the folder out like I literally just had and just line through the people I've already fucking dealt with. There's one left on my list.
So, we'll hold off. You get back to Metropolis. And you can see this hellscape before you. The Hall of Justice is crumbled, barely standing. There is a Superman with a spear run through him inside of a magic circle. There's a Constantine who's enchanting constantly, like just speaking gibberish. And you can see RumbleBee unconscious, bleeding, in a hole in the floor.
Are the others helping her, or?
Yeah, they're trying to. They don't know what to do. Terry is applying what he can of first aid, but he can't get the suit off. It's designed to stay on.
Is there a med bay inside the Hall of Justice?
There would be, yeah.
Yeah.
Why don't you give me a
Death saving roll.
You're not wrong.
Let's go with your strength.
Yeah.
And we'll aim for a 12 or above.
21.
21. Okay. So you can hear her heartbeat.
I'll scoop her up and bolt into the med bay bit and pop her in there.
Yeah.
And then I'll reconvene with who's left and just what happened.
And Terry just points at Superman. That happened.
How did he even get near?
We thought he was you.
Okay.
He knows
Right.
everything, which means they know everything.
Does he know everything? Everything? Did he ask about the plan, the Batman funeral, and
No, you didn't get that far.
No. He knows
Okay.
our numbers,
right? Okay.
which means they know our numbers.
This is going to change the plan. The point was to draw him out, but he's come to us. I got to go and get Lois Lane.
We need that ring off him.
She might be able to help drop his guard enough for us to remove it without resistance.
I'm open to ideas.
I'll bolt and find her.
Yeah. So you go to her apartment. She's not there. you know where she would have gone if she wasn't here. She'd make her way to Gotham because that was the plan.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, I'll try and locate her.
Yeah.
Oh no, I gave her a comm piece, but the comm's down. She said she was going to prep for this interview, didn't she? So, is she going to be at Wayne Manor already, or is she going to be at whatever the Gotham News place would be? Where's the
Daily Planet.
I'll try Daily Planet first, see if she's collabing with them.
Yeah. So you fly up to the windows, I assume, and just
Yeah.
look through.
Yeah.
Where's that? Metropolis.
Yeah.
Cool.
And you spot Lois Lane with a really old, grey-haired gentleman holding a camera.
I'll tap on the window.
And she comes running over as fast as she can, and slides the balcony open.
It's a change of plan. We've got him. We've got him pinned. We've got him trapped. We need you there.
And she steps out,
I'll
Into your
fly her
arms.
straight there.
and just as you leave, she says, Perry, not Perry, sorry,
Terry?
Jimmy,
Damn.
where are we going?
We're going to what was the Hall of Justice.
Was
you can see it. You can
Jimmy,
probably see
he,
the fucking
me,
thing.
me, Hall of Justice, and he gives her a little nod,
Bring the cameras.
and he starts like gathering his equipment and makes his way to the elevator.
We can let them know with the broadcast that we've caught their Superman. We might be able to deter them a bit.
Certainly will. Or it'll bring them there.
You gently land with Lois.
I'll drop her in front of what I guess is the Superman's like banging on the edges of this
No, it's
tunnel.
pinned
No,
or-
down.
he's
Oh, he hasn't
currently-
pulled himself out off of that yet.
No,
Oh.
he can't physically move.
Oh,
you
right.
can see him
I thought
struggling.
he was just trapped in like a tunnel.
No,
sort of
you can
thing.
see him struggling, trying to move, and the strength is almost overdoing. But if
If you can't get through to him in this state, then we'll take the risk and we'll stop Constantine. But I'm hoping you can get through to him before we do that.
yeah, so she walks up to the edge of the circle and just, Clark, please, it's me. Come out of there, please. Give me a awareness roll.
20.
A 20. So it's a little too late, but you spot it. Constantine goes flying, and you try and intercept. And you see a flash hit him. Not very hard, but like run into him, and he stops chanting for a moment. The circle breaks. And then zips back, and you see this older man with grey hair. He's got a metal helmet on, wearing like blue wartime trousers, leather red boots on, and a red t-shirt. On the helmet are these two golden wings coming off the side, and you see him vibrate, and he pulls this spear out of him, and Superman gets up. This, and he holds his chest. In a fair fight. And he bolts. And the Flash just gives you a little two fingers
Has he still got
from
the
the
spear?
helmet and runs.
Can I call upon my helmet as he's to help get that spear back?
Yeah, give it a go. So, give me a roll and add a 6 on top of it.
Okay. It's not great. It's 8.
An
You
8.
have
You've
your...
got two inspirations.
you have
I
two
I'll
inspirations.
use an inspiration.
He's such an inspiration whore. He just holds them.
I might need another one. I'm going to have to burn 2 of them.
You'll burn 2 inspiration.
It's... I mean, 14 was my highest.
You don't get it.
How has this inspiration whore not got any of this inspiration?
And the Flash just vanishes. So you see the team look scared, beaten. The moment Superman goes out of sight, you see them kind of flop, start grabbing bits that hurt, limping, and then look at the Hall of Justice in tatters. And on that note, it's time for us to chuff off. If you've got any questions or queries, you can go to our Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook at How Not Some of the Podcast. Go to our Discord and YouTube where you can like, comment, subscribe. Come have a chat with us. I've been your DM, Mr. Grayson.
I've been Superman.
I've been Mirror Noir.
I've been Rumble.
Ta-ra!
See you later.
Bye.
Keeping justice tight. New league, we unite. Heroes in the light. Together we fight for justice so bright. Apex strong and bold, mysteries unfold. Stronger than we know, secrets never told. Evil runs away when they see our might. From dawn until dusk, champions in sight. New league, we unite. Heroes in the light. Together we fight for justice so bright. RumbleBee so smart, flies with all her might. Brain and wings combined, keeping justice tight. New league, we unite. Heroes in the light. Together we fight for justice so bright. Apex strong and bold, mysteries unfold. Stronger than we know, secrets never told. Evil runs away when they see our might. From dawn until dusk, champions in sight. New league, we unite. Heroes